red leather, yellow leather. A big blue bug bit a big black bear, and the big black bear bled blue blood. 7 small swans saw 6 swift ships sailing southward. Unique New York, unique New York. You know you need unique New York. We're good now? Great. Wonderful. Clap again. I'm not going to be clapping during this stream. So if you can't notice it while I'm talking. All good? Okay, great. I don't know how to fix it, Jogao, so I don't know how to help you. Duger won't give us the clap. I did clap. How dare you? I don't know how to fix it. I don't know how to fix it for those of you who are having a delay. I don't see a delay on my end. Normally, if there's a delay that's like spanning everything, I see it on my own camera, and I don't see one. So I don't know if it's like a Twitch issue on some, like for some people's feeds or what. I'm not sure. Okay. Okay. I was sad I missed the B-Day stream, but I was so sleepy. I totally understand. Yeah, somebody was like, "Man, we haven't had a morning stream in a while, huh?" Or rather, we haven't had an EU-friendly stream in a while. I was like, that is very true. The kitties are active today. Watson. Watson. Watson is not as open to being called for. She knows her name 100%. She will respond if she thinks that potentially she'll be fed or given something. Otherwise, she has no interest. It's daddy-daughter day today for me. Aww. A while. It's only been a couple of days. It's been since last Friday, I think. Because Saturday we had the tech issues. So Saturday morning Duger became Saturday evening Duger, along with the sponsored stream. Sunday we had an evening stream. Monday was when the AC happened. AC was fixed, so we did an evening stream. Tuesday the streams didn't start until Final Fantasy, which was 3:30 in the afternoon, so that's a little bit better, but still not like this time. And then today. So it's been a while, yeah. That's why I'm 4 VODs behind. Exactly. Yeah, we had stuff in the way. Today, side note, by the way, today we're having 2 streams. So we have our stream right now that we're all experiencing currently. And then I'm doing a sponsored stream for Planetfall multiplayer. So we did a sponsored stream for Planetfall before, and it was pretty fun, but I'm not great at it. Krendor is also doing one. So we were like, oh shit, let's match up. So he's doing his at 9 p.m. So I said I would also do mine at 9 p.m. Pacific time, obviously. So if you're interested in watching Krendor and I do Planetfall multiplayer, that will be sponsored, #ad, #sponsored, etc., etc. That'll be tonight. I try, if possible, I try to make it so that sponsored streams are extra streams. It doesn't always work out that way, but when it can, I try to do it that way. So my mom was like, rest your voice today. You know, make sure that you don't do too much. I was like, I have 2 streams to do. I have 2 streams to do today. And she was like, oh, maybe just whisper through them. I watched like 30 minutes of your birthday stream before you went live. Can you sing at my wedding when I get married? Thank you guys. Everybody was so supportive. Like I said this during the stream, but there was a point where it was like everybody's heard me be flat and off and like try to hit notes that I was not able to hit and do weird songs and do serious songs. Like at this point, there's no insecurity anymore. It's like it's all out there. It's all out there. I'll sing anything now. I would pay for you to come to British land. I'm serious. I'm flattered. That would stress me out of my mind. I would be really worried that I would not do well at that. Did you think your community would turn on you if you sang a wrong note? I was explaining this before, not yesterday, but like a couple days ago, I think. Everybody's always very, very sweet and like loving about the music stuff that I've done before, which is awesome. But it also meant that singing live felt like it put so much pressure on me to not mess up. And I was like, that's not possible. Like, I'm going to mess up, right? All of these songs that you've heard recorded before, I had multiple opportunities to like retake points where I fucked up notes. So doing a live singing thing when everybody's always like, your voice is so nice. And I'm like, you don't understand. I fuck up songs all the time. Yeah, I felt like a little bit of stress, like, oh my gosh, everybody's gonna know the truth. Everybody's gonna know the truth that I can't seamlessly hit all of these notes. But it wound up being really fun. Yeah. I was saying on the, like, during the actual stream that I was told that the best way to go into it is just like remembering that I like absentmindedly sing all the time. I sing on stream all the time. And it's for fun. And, you know, if you like intersperse like songs that you want to like really go for with songs that are just super silly, it's a blast. It can be really, really fun. And it was. So you don't get it. I suck. It's like, that's what's going on up here. Yeah. I just noticed the bundle of cables in the background. I can't keep my eye off of it. Yeah. Meet my rat king. Welcome. There he is. That is a bunch of cords from a box, as well as when I was working on my PC here. I don't know how many people experience this problem, but both Sam and I do this, and I don't know why. We'll both like have something plugged in, and then in the moment when we really need to plug something else in and there's no USB slots available, we'll just unplug something we know is okay to unplug and then plug in the thing we need in the moment and just leave the other thing there. So when I like pulled the PC out, I was like, what the fuck are all of these cords back here? And there were a bunch of them that were just laying there that weren't doing anything. And I was like, oh my God, I have so many micro USB down here that are not attached to anything. Do we have a clip or time for Bring Me to Life? I think Bring Me to Life was one of the ones that got published. So it might just be in my videos. Yeah, solo performance. Oh my God. Wait, we published a lot of them. Yeah, Bring Me to Life is on there. Why did we publish so many of these? I've been singing Les Poissons all morning, by the way. Les poissons, les poissons. Hee 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 ha ha ha. That was so fun. That was probably one of the songs I had the most fun with. Just buy a USB hub. Just buy a USB hub, forehead. Sorry, I just think it's funny to put forehead at the end of things sometimes. I wasn't trying to make fun of you. I just want to establish that right now. Every time I bought a USB hub, it's broken. So I don't buy them anymore. they never seem to work properly, and maybe I'm just not buying good ones. Yeah, Wake Me Up was fun. Gaston was really fun. Les Poissons was really fun. Which other ones did we publish? I'm trying to remember. Behind Blue Eyes, I forgot about that one. Oh my goodness. I didn't understand that goof for a really long time, but Gmart says it a lot. Like, just do it, forehead. And I didn't understand like what that was for a long time. But it makes me laugh, so there's that. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I'd love to do Twitch things again. And it seems like they're adding songs all the time. If they added more musical songs, holy shit. If they put some fucking Wicked in there, oh my god. Just a country singer talking about his dog. Oh my god, I forgot about that. What song was that? I forgot about that. That was so fucking stupid. Such a dumb goof. Yeah, Phantom of the Opera. Yeah, I could get down on some Phantom of the Opera, Wicked. They'd probably crush if they put Hamilton songs on there. I still don't. I'm not the sort of person where it feels right to listen to the audio from a musical before I've seen the musical. So I haven't seen Hamilton, which means that I feel really awkward listening to the music from Hamilton. Because I'm like, it doesn't feel right. So I don't know Hamilton really at all. I'd be able to watch the VOD, or will it all be muted? So it won't be muted, no, because it's a Twitch system. So it's literally called Twitch Sings. It's like a totally different like client that lives on your desktop. And if you're using the Twitch Sings client and you're in the category of Twitch Sings, you are good to karaoke any of the songs that are on there. So yeah. If I did the same, I would never listen to musical music. You just gotta look up some community theater shit, my dude. Just go watch Joe Blow do Hamilton as a one man musical. That would be fucking terrible. Musicals are rare where I live, and even then they're super expensive. Gotcha. Here, it's really, really common for like you can see, and I'm not just meaning LA. I also mean like when I lived in Oregon. But you can see like the really good version of something, you can pay like a buttload of money and like go to the fancy sort of zone to see a musical. Or there's probably a high school where somebody's doing a musical. There's probably a community theater where somebody's doing a musical, right? There's like a scale of, I want to spend this much money on a ticket versus I want to spend this much money on a ticket. Obviously, the quality is very different. But I think that it's fun to support like community plays and things. Call me Jack. I'm new here. What's up, Jack? How are you? Guys and Dolls. Oh my gosh, my mom loves Guys and Dolls. Yeah, the big ones for high schools I feel like are things like Wizard of Oz and Music Man and what else? What are the other? It's hard. So if you're like going by the book, right? Even if you're a high school, you still have to like buy the rights to do that musical at your school because you're still technically you're like making money off of it, right? So there are musicals where it's going to be much easier to buy the rights to be able to do the musical. That's why no high school is going to be doing Hamilton yet, right? Like they cannot afford it. Grease, yes. Grease, Footloose, yes. Those are very common. Absolutely. Rocky Horror, maybe not at a high school. Rosencrantz and Guildenstern Are Dead is my absolute favorite play of all time. Also not super common for a high school. I don't think. I don't know. My high school did a Shrek musical. It was interesting. That sounds amazing. Yeah, Rosencrantz and Guildenstern, like, not only is high concept, but is also a spin-off of a Shakespeare play. So, like, look, Rosencrantz and Guildenstern is very good, but first you should probably see and dissect the play Hamlet. And then you can really deep dive into Rosencrantz and Guildenstern and like sort of decide for yourself like what it all means, you know? So, first for our spring play, we're going to do Hamlet. And then once everybody is like really primed on it, everybody will take their summer break, right? To really like think about Hamlet and what it means. And then when we come back in fall, our fall play, because of the tones, our fall play will be Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. It'll be very sad because Johnny will be graduating, but surely you'll come back and see Rosencrantz and Guildenstern Are Dead. You would have been an incredible Rosencrantz. Johnny always nailed it on the stage. I should be a theater teacher. I love this director voice. Thank you. I had a director in high school get so frustrated with us that he threw a mug against the wall and it shattered. That's drama. That's the fucking sort of bullshit that directors in high school will sometimes do. And it's like, we're high schoolers. I don't know why you're taking this so fucking seriously when we're high schoolers. Was it a nice mug? I don't know. I've told you guys this before. We also had a drama teacher who had an angry shirt. So he was like, I have one, just so everybody knows, I will always wear a button-up shirt. I have one button-up shirt that is horrendously ugly. and it is my angry shirt. And if you see me come to school in my angry shirt, you will know that is a day that I don't want to be messed with and I don't want to be talked back to. And I swear to God, this shirt did not fucking exist. He told us that so that every day if he came in and wore a shirt that was even slightly like weird, we'd be like, fuck, is that the angry shirt? Dude, I'm not gonna chance it. I'm not gonna mess with him. My dad had a teacher that would throw chalk at kids. You're going to finish the story with, and they wore it every day. No. That would be amazing, though. Just the same shirt every single day. Did he wear a button down? No, he wore a button down every day. Bless me, bless me. What shirt am I wearing? I'm wearing Sam's old Punisher shirt that has shrunk within an inch of its life, and it's now mine. I did not shrink it on purpose. Before anybody accuses me of that, he's had this shirt since... I want to say this is like a 3-year-old shirt. But it's been washed enough now that it's basically my size. So... You are a similar size to him. Yeah, totally. No, look. Right? It's like a comfy me-sized shirt at this point. I was about to say I'm going to go get more coffee, and then I looked in my coffee cup, and I still have half a cup left. I don't know why I had convinced myself that there wasn't enough coffee left in there. It's very weird. It took 3 years to make it your shirt. I play the long game. Oh, Spring Fart, thank you. I accidentally bought a slim fit shirt. I dislike them even though I have the figure for it. I think that's fair. I don't think that like when I was at my most fit, right? When I was dancing every day, like exercising constantly and like in the best shape of my life, I was wearing this. like this kind of I still was not thinking to myself, man, I want to wear stuff that sticks to my body, not even a little bit. Like I think as people, like regardless of our body types, right? I think that we will sometimes like find something that's comfortable to us and be like, that's it. Literally my entire life has been, I should probably get one size bigger because if it is form-fitting, I will never wear it. So I would say that I wear a small, but I'm going to say I wear a medium just in case. And if it's too big, I'll just stitch it and make it a little bit smaller. That's what I've always done. Bigger clothes are usually more comfy anyway. Yeah, I think I try to be honest with myself about like am I wearing this thing that's shapeless because I'm insecure? Or am I wearing this thing that's shapeless because I like it? So I've tried to branch out a bit more on what sort of things I wear while still keeping to my like, this feels nice, right? This is comfortable, it's soft, etc. But it's more form-fitting than I'm used to, or whatever. Or it like, I don't like wearing shorts. I really hate wearing shorts. But when I look back at like pictures of myself where I'm wearing shorts, I'm like, those were cute. But in the moment, I'm like, I hate wearing shorts. So I'm trying to wear shorts more because I think it's just like an insecurity. Like, I don't wear shorts. So if I give myself more opportunities where I wear shorts, maybe I'll get to the point where it's like, I like shorts, right? But maybe not. And that's fine as long as I like try, I guess, is what I'm saying. The word shorts is beginning to sound weird. Salute your shorts. Best show that was ever on Nickelodeon. Ugh. Ugh. Sorry, guys. Shorts. Why do you not like shorts? If there's like a part of me that I'm insecure about, it's my legs. My legs like are maybe an entire shade whiter than the rest of my body because they don't see the sun. Again, because it's self-fulfilling prophecy, right? I don't ever have them outside. And especially since having Clark, they're very like cellulite-y and weird. But that's not weird. That's very normal. It's very, very normal. I'm just like, I've never worn shorts much. And as I've gotten older, it's become like, I just don't like showing off my legs. Like, I just feel really insecure about it. I used to feel very insecure about the shape of my legs, and I've learned to embrace that. I'm fine with my shape now. I like my shape now. But I'm still working on getting over the insecurity of I don't like people looking at my legs. So yeah. That's why. And I acknowledge that, and I'm aware of it, and I want to, as with many other things that I've gotten over insecurity wise, it's either been me learning to love it on my own, or it's been me acknowledging that when I see somebody else who is the same shape or look as me and I appreciate it in them, I have to turn it around on myself and be like, then why don't I like it on me? Right? That was like part of the shape thing for me, was I always loved the look of the silhouette of people who had my exact body shape. And I was like, why do I love it on other people? That's very silly. Like, that means that there's somebody else who looks at me and goes, I really like, that's nice. Right? So if I look at other people and think, wow, that's really nice, then why can't I look at myself and say, wow, that's really nice? It's because we're always so, fucking attacky toward ourselves. So I try to like look at myself through more loving eyeballs or whatever. I don't know. But that's what helped me with the shape thing. So I'm trying to do things to help myself get over my insecurity with my legs now. I would say that that's like my biggest current insecurity. I'm in my 30s, Canadian Lane. I'm 32. Yeah, I think that's also part of it. And I will also acknowledge that is that I have not I I really miss consistently exercising, and I find myself just like putting it off constantly. I'll have like 2 days, right, where I like work out really hard. Um and then I don't for like a week, and then I'm like, fuck, it's going to be so difficult to like get back into that again, right? Um Again, it's not like I feel like I need to lose a shit ton of weight or anything like that. It's just that I think that I would be more confident was if I was just working out and stronger again, you know. What kind of exercise do you like to do? I actually really love cardio stuff. I love dancing. I love like just high energy movement stuff a lot. Not running. Hate running, hate it. But I love like like elevated heart rate, like big movement stuff. Running is boring. Yo, Aaron loves to run. I know a couple of people where it's like running is my thing. I can space out, I can listen to whatever music I want. I can just like, you know, I when I'm running, I'm by myself and I'm at peace and it's great. That is not me. I can run for like, or even just jog. I can be doing something along those lines for maybe 2 minutes, and then I'm like, my heart hurts. I can't breathe. My heart hurts. I don't like this. I'm sweating. My legs itch. Why do my legs itch? I don't like it. The only thing that's like in that wheelhouse that I did get into for a while was power walking on a treadmill while I listen to like audiobooks. I can do that. But still, I get the leg itches. Not my favorite. The leg itching thing, I don't fucking get it, and I hate it so much. I love to run, but I'm trying to gain weight. My mom was like considered extremely underweight for so long, like until she had kids. That was the only thing that fixed it for her. It was really frustrating for her. She was like desperately trying to put on weight, and my brother wound up being the same way, where he was like constantly trying to put on weight. And meanwhile, my dad and I are just like squat little dwarf people, like, yeah. Don't worry, we got this. Leg itches from running. Did I miss something? So I looked this up. It's not like an extremely common thing. It literally happens to me every time I try to power walk, run, jog, any of that. It's so sometimes for some people, including me, when you like start sweating while doing one of those things, your legs will start to burn and itch. It's your body simulating an allergic reaction to the exercise. It's just so fucking stupid. It's literally your body being like, I don't know what this is, but I'm panicking. So, itchy legs. It's really stupid. Feel free to look it up. It's so dumb. I hate it so much. And again, I'm fine with like if I'm dancing really hard, if I'm if I'm like doing fucking burpees and shit, fine, totally fine. It's power walking, jogging, running. My legs will itch so bad. You're allergic to running. Congrats. I just don't understand. My body does that too. Hell yeah. If you're somebody who has had itchy legs from doing any of those things, solidarity, my dude. It's a real ass thing. Yeah. The difference between fast twitch and slow twitch muscles. I don't know what that means, but it sounds that sounds like a legitimate thing maybe. Yoga. I love yoga. I don't know how we got started just talking about exercise in general, but oh, right, because we were talking about insecurity things. Yeah, I think it's very common, just to go back to that. I think it's very common to say like, well, once I do XYZ, I will feel more confident, right? Well, once I've been exercising for a while, I will want to wear, that tighter fit shirt, or I will want to wear shorts. And I've like gotten to the point now, maybe this is like a 30s thing, I don't know. I've gotten to the point now where I'm like, my life's too fucking short to be thinking to myself, if I just worked out for a year, maybe I'd want to wear shorts. Right? Like, why can't I be happy with myself now while also trying to be better at the same time? Why can't I embrace myself now, live my life now how I want to live it, and also acknowledge like, but I do feel better when I exercise, and I do like feel stronger, and I like that feeling. It's hard. It's a hard balance. I think literally everybody does that. Says if I was just doing this, this, and this, I would be happier. If I was just doing this, this, and this, I would feel better about myself, right? And I think I want to be in a position where I can say, yeah, I do wish I was doing those things, and I think that it's good to pursue those things, but I also think that it's more healthy mentally for me to try to enjoy my life now and not let X, Y, and Z hold me back from just like living, It's definitely a 30s thing. I've been thinking the same. Oh, Miss May, I'm happy for you. That's great. Yeah, that's exactly what it is for me as well. Silent irony. I look sad today. I did a singing stream yesterday, and my throat is very fucked up. My throat is super fucked up. The back of my tongue still hurts. Uh, and I didn't sleep a ton. So I'm not sad. I'm just like not at 100, but emotionally, mentally, I feel pretty good today, honestly. Top 5 streams of all time. Thanks, guys. I'm not sad. I'm just fucked. Exactly. Yeah. I'm a little messed up, but I'm not sad. I'm very happy, actually. Twitch Sing stream happened? It did. Yeah, it was last night. We did it for a little birthday stream. So, yeah, it was a thing. People seem to have really liked it. So I'm not gonna disparage it. I just realized I've been watching you for like 8 years. Oof. Lots of high fives today. I kept clapping as much as possible to send ovations. Is that, yeah, what is it? I should just watch somebody's Twitch thing stream sometimes. Because I kept wondering, what does this look like from the other side? Like, as a viewer, what is this like? So, yeah, I should just watch somebody else's stream and be in the audience, and then I'll know. I have a beautiful clucking voice. Thank you. I was ready. I was very ready for the sing like a chicken challenge. Bye, Naomi Dynamics. Have a good day. The monotone challenge was perfect. It came at just the right time. Oh my God. It was so great. I've been watching Dukes since she was living in the house with Husky and the others. That was a long time ago. That's like, yeah, 8 years ago? Would that be? So I started in 2010 and moved into the apartment in LA, and we were there for a year. So that's to 2011, and then we moved into that place that you're thinking of. Yeah. It's a long time. I remember with ceiling fans was a thing. Part of me like really wants to do that again. Cause assuming that everything goes good, we wanna see if we can find a place where like Sam and I both have legitimate like solo offices. I think that would probably be good. But then I could do literally whatever I wanted with that room. I was like, oh my God, I could bring ceiling fans back. It'd be so fun. Are you still doing Manga Club? We put it on hold. I think it's coming back this following week. We put it on hold because Erin, our fearless leader, Erin had a baby and is also like trying to get the final revision out for her novel, and has all of these deadlines. So we were like, let's just put a button. Let's just put a button on MangaPod. What happened to your cool coffee table? Our cool coffee table. Which one are you meaning? Oh, Dodge this, Angie. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. Have you been watching Fire Force? We are 3 episodes in on Fire Force. I don't think we've watched episode 4. 4 episodes in on Vinland Saga. I'm all caught up on Kimetsu no Yaiba. I started trying to read the manga, and I was surprised. I think because the anime is so fucking clean looking, I was surprised that art in the manga is actually a little sketchy. I don't mean sketchy as in like awkward. It's like legitimately like very like kind of like sketchy looking, which really, it just really surprised me. I tried to read the manga and I couldn't. It's just so the anime is so nice. Like it looks so good. So yeah, I had trouble going to the manga. And since it was hard for me to read it anyway, I was kind of like, I'll just let this be one of those anime where I don't know what's going to happen. That's fine. If you were showing Miyazaki films to someone who's never seen any of them, where would you start? I'm not like a big Miyazaki buff, just as a primer. I don't know. Howl's Moving Castle is my favorite. So that's probably what I would tell somebody to watch. Spirited Away is amazing. That's also true. Spirited Away is very good. Yeah, I know a lot of people that really love Princess Mononoke, and it's not that I don't like it. It's that I don't have the urge to watch it. Does that make sense? There are so many elements to both Spirited Away and Howl's Moving Castle that are visually like so beautiful to me that I like rewatching them. Princess Mononoke is not something that I want to rewatch very much. Oh, I've been watching Vinland Saga. I haven't been this excited for an anime in a long time. I can see why you were hyped. Yeah, man. Yeah, they've done such a good job with it. I'm so happy. Like, so happy. What's your favorite game that you've played or one that you've really enjoyed? I would say my favorite game. It's so hard. Chrono Trigger is always the game that I say is like my favorite. I do think part of it's nostalgia, but after replaying it a couple of years ago, it solidified it like, oh, this is actually just a fantastic game. But I would say that like the game that I've played recently that has made like the biggest impact on me that I like tell everybody to play is Hollow Knight. I think that game is just incredible, like a fantastic game, and it's exactly the sort of game that I love. So yeah. I know Silk Song is going to be so good. I'm really excited for more Hollow Knight stuff. Darkest Dungeon is also fantastic. Yeah. But Darkest Dungeon is fantastic to me mechanically. I think like the way that the game works is rad. Like it's so cool. It's so unique and fun and interesting. It has a lot of replayability. I love that game. Don't get me wrong. It's one of my favorite games of all time. But I would say a game that has like everything going for it that I would look for in a game, like feels really good to play, has all of these like elements to it that are not necessary but are there and like add to the world building and like just a really interesting world to begin with. Hollow Knight has all of that. Am I being rude if I say you look tired? You're not the first person to say that, so no, don't worry about it. Would you recommend Hollow Knight to somebody who doesn't like platformers much? If like the term platformers is hard for me because I don't think that the game makes you do like difficult jumping stuff much. There's optional like difficult jumping parts, but it's mostly an exploration game. It's not like what when somebody pitches a game to me and says it's a platformer, I wouldn't think of Hollow Knight really. It has like, sorry, this is just like a good touchstone. It has Dark Souls elements in that you're not totally sure about where to go, and when you enter into a fight, all of the like bosses and things have patterns, so you don't have to have like all of the abilities or anything. You can just, you can beat everybody with just the normal abilities that you have. You just have to learn the fight, right? Like I love stuff like that. I think that's super cool that you can beat this game without ever having gotten like the extra skills or any of that. Yeah, I would still recommend it. It's just like Dark Souls. It's identical to Dark Souls. By the way, don't spoil shit in chat for anybody who hasn't played Hollow Knight. Don't spoil stuff. But it's a really solid, if you've ever played like, I don't know, I think it's hard to call games Metroidvanias, because I think depending on the generation of the person, that won't mean anything. Does that make sense? Is it similar to the Blood game you played? Bloodstained? Same genre. Yeah. Hollow Knight, better, definitely. Right, but that's what it is, and that's what names are for. Right, but they're supposed to be, like, that term is supposed to create, like, mental touchstones for the person. And it doesn't do that for the current generation of gamers, really, I don't think. I don't know what I would say instead. I'm just saying it's interesting. It's like when you are pitching a game and you're like, it's a roguelite. How many people have played the game Rogue? Right? We just know that roguelite means like specific elements of a game. So the term still works, and Metroidvania still works. It's just hilarious to me that like these games, like a lot of people have not played them. And like I've played old Metroid, I've played old Castlevania, but has my little cousin, who's in high school? No. Like she wouldn't know what those mean, right? One day it'll be the same with Souls-like. Fuck. Games are just gonna keep getting more and more complicated. And the terminology to describe them is probably going to get more and more complicated as well. And less, like, sensible. I don't think I've played old Metroids. They were very straightforward 2D side scrollers. But they had those elements of you're not sure where to go. You're just kind of dropped in. You find abilities. So Samus has an ability like really early on that you can find in original Metroid that's like you turn into a ball and you like roll around and you can drop bombs, right? But those are like those things you have to find. You can't just like do that shit right off the bat. And you can miss them. You can go on your merry way, not realizing that you've missed out on an ability that would like really, really help you, So those sorts of elements 100% carry on into a game like Hollow Knight, right? And so when you say, oh, it's a game that's kind of like Metroid, yeah, for sure. It has elements that were normalized and utilized in old Metroid. But yeah. Non-linear progression is kind of the key. Yeah. And I do appreciate that. I think I appreciate non-linear progression more in a 2D game. I think when the game is 3D, it's a little overwhelming for me. Like Dark Souls, right? Playing Dark Souls, I love those games. But there is this like dread of what if I go the wrong way? What if I get lost and I don't know where I am anymore? That's still, it's still very difficult in a game like Hollow Knight. You can still 100% get lost and be like, fuck. Right? Because you don't have a map. You don't have anything to start off with. But it feels like it's a bit less terrifying. That's the fun of Dark Souls. Exactly. It's part of the whole thing. I'm not saying that it's bad. I'm saying that I think I enjoy that element more in a 2D game. I ended up going to the dark area immediately and kind of gave up for a few weeks. Yeah. Yeah, I think people tend to dislike when a game gates you, right? So at the very beginning of Hollow Knight, just to utilize a game that we're already talking about, at the very beginning of Hollow Knight, there is an area that you can hit really early that has a big like black smoky thing that you can't get past. And you don't know what it is. You don't know how to open it. You don't know if you can open it immediately. You don't know if you can get past it immediately. Like, none of that. It doesn't give you any information aside from you can't get past this yet, right? And sometimes people really hate that. They're like, just let me go everywhere. And if it's too difficult, then fine. It's too difficult and I'll die and I'll start over. I think in a non-linear game like that with a huge map, it's necessary to have areas that you can't get to yet. Whether it's like, that's a really high ledge. When I jump, I can't reach that yet. Maybe later I'll be able to jump higher. That sort of stuff. Like whether it's that or a goddamn gate or anything like that. I think those things are necessary because if the game already is letting you go to so many places, you need like a little bit of, not guidance. Guidance isn't the right word, but a little bit of like mental, okay, not here. Right? Like, okay, I can write off this entire area because the game literally won't let me go there. So I can go do like other shit. Are you into the Fire Emblem games? I've never played them. I bought the new one, but every time I watch other people play it, I don't see them doing any of the actual like strategy fighting part of the game. Like everyone that I know, if I tune in and watch them play this game, they're fishing or they're having tea or they're like cooking shit with a waifu. I don't know. I'm just like, I don't understand what this game is. But again, I haven't really played any of the Fire Emblem games. So I'm like, maybe this is just what they are. And I thought I was going to play like a cool strategy game, but maybe it's actually like get people to love you strategy and not war strategy. I don't know. There is a cool strategy game, but it's underneath all the waifu. Got it. It's very involved with building your team. I assumed that it's not just like I want to bone X, Y, and Z. It's also like, oh, if I build up my relationship with this guy and this chick and whoever, then they will be better warriors, like that kind of stuff. I assume that that's all involved, but I'm still just like, how long do those sections take, though? Because they seem to take a very long time. It can also be about boning, though. I assumed. Fair. You can build relationships between NPCs as well. So you can be Yenta. You can be Yenta the matchmaker and go in and be like, oh. Amazing. There's an absurd amount of character interaction stuff, but it's all voiced. All of it? That's actually really impressive. Amazing. This one is definitely heavier into building relationships and stats than the older ones were, probably because of the you're a teacher thing. In the older ones, you were the tactician in a war. Oh. You're a teacher? Why the fuck are you involved in the war to begin with then? Are you a war teacher? You know what? Never mind. I'll just fucking play it. Right. You're a teacher at war school. Obviously.
You fine, cat-loving, coffee-drinking burrito babe.
I realize that there are military academies. I realize that those exist. I wouldn't necessarily think that the teacher of a class in one of those military academies would also be the very first person they would call to be at the front lines of the war. Hi, I know you're also a teacher, but... If you play it, will you stream it? I don't think so. It's a very long game. We don't tend to stream long games. Because my streams, I don't do streams like Sam does streams, right? Sam and I can sit down and he can say, I'm going to play Fire Emblem. Apparently, it takes at least 80 hours to beat it. So I'm going to try to knock that out in like 4 or 5 days. And I'm like, okay. Like, Sam can try and say that. I cannot. For me, it's all right. If a game is like 10 to 20 hours, sounds about right for us. If it's more than that, stresses me out a little bit. He didn't. I know. It's fair. Does he sleep? He does. It catches up with him, right? I've tried to, over time, concoct a way to not only spend a lot of time with my kid, but also at least attempt one stream every day. And sometimes when we get to do sponsored stuff, maybe 2 streams a day. Like today. And I don't feel like I'm overreaching, right? There are some days where it just doesn't work out and I can't stream, but we have it set up where I can potentially stream at least once every single day. And I still don't feel like overwhelmed or like I'm expending too much energy to actually be able to still sleep and take care of my kid and like all of those things. Sam is I'm gonna zone in and forget about literally the rest of the world. Fuck, it's 5 a.m. Right? That's Sam. And I love him. And I think that he's incredible and he works his butt off. I can't do that. That's way too true. Any of you who consistently watch Sam, like, you know, he's a like, if I'm focused in on this thing, it's really difficult for me to pay attention to anything else. And when he streams, if he's really into a game, it's like he's there and he's playing it and time has no meaning. Yeah. So I try to be the person who, when I go to bed, some of you may have heard me do this in the past. When I go to bed, sometimes I'll be like, just so you know, it's 1 a.m. Right? Just just to plant the seed in his mind of, just FYI, in case you hadn't looked at the clock, this is what time it is. I don't expect you to come to bed right away. But in case you were hoping to get more sleep tonight, it's 1 a.m. right now. Love you. Good night. I try really hard to not get sucked into stuff, but 1 minute it's 8 and the next it's 2 a.m. Yeah, man. Yeah. I know a lot of people who are like that with games, which is probably not surprising given the people that are my friends. I've always, it's really rare. I think that there have been rare occurrences on this stream that you guys have probably seen where I've been playing a game and looked at my phone and gone, what the fuck? How is it that time already? Right? It doesn't happen super often. And when it does, that says to me, like, I'm really enjoying this game. Like, I'm really into this game right now. And that's a great feel. I love that feeling because it's very rare for me. It's not super rare for Sam. Sam can get completely invested and zoned in on a game very easily. And I'm envious of that. But at the same time, I'm like, I think that we're a good counterbalance to each other, right? Like, Sam's the one who's like, just sit and play this game for like 10 hours. Like, fuck it. And I'm like, I can't do that. I'll play it for 2 hours and then I'll probably get up and like do some dishes or something. Like, I need to move around, and I need to, like, I won't get so sucked in that I do that, you know? This conversation reminds me of Strippin and JP playing Total War and waking you up. I was so mad. I was so irritated. You and Sam sound exactly like me and my husband. Yeah. How is your voice doing today? It's okay, but my throat does hurt and the back of my tongue still hurts. But I can talk fine. There's just like a dull pain everywhere. So, you know, hopefully it's all right. Sam's just hardcore as fuck. That's why I love to watch him. Totally. That's like he has a superpower, 100%. And it's awesome. And he's so, not to like gush about my husband, but like he's so good at lots of different types of games. He and I excel at different sorts of games. So like when I watch him, there are so many times where I'm watching him play something and I think to myself, I don't understand anything that's going on right now, but he does. And that's so awesome, right? Or like him and Octo, both of them, watching them play like fighting games, they see the matrix of fighting games in a way that I do not at all. And I think that's so fun. I don't need to be good at those games, right? Like I can enjoy them and not excel at them the way that like Sam does. But I really enjoy watching Sam excel at games that I don't. I think that that's really fun. Like I really appreciate the way that his mind works. Sometimes when I'm with people, I find myself saying, hey guys, I gotta go, it's late, just so that I can play a little of something before doing my things. Yeah, I think it's very normal and probably also healthy to have a wind down, right? Whatever that means for you. If like you're doing stuff, if you're working or you're hanging out with people or whatever, I think that it's totally normal. And you should not feel bad at all being like, wow, it's 8 p.m. I really got to get home. And it's not because you're going to bed anytime soon. It's because you just need some wind down time, you know? Sam is precious. I agree. I love him. Hey, you should all go follow my husband. He's amazing. Twitch.tv/strippin. I used to do that and then I had 2 kids. Dude, when Clark first started going to bed at 7, I was like, oh my God, I spent so long with no time to myself. And now I can finally have my evenings. This is incredible. It's going to change my life. And then I spent maybe 2 months literally not knowing what to do with myself. It's so dumb. I was like, I have so much time. This is amazing. I'm going to get so much done. I'm going to like do better with cooking. I'm going to get back into some hobbies. Like, this is going to be great. I love this. And then I literally would sit there, and other people have said that they do this too, so I didn't feel as like crazy. I would sit on the couch and just watch her sleep because I had spent so much time with her being like everything. I was either streaming or I was with Clark like all the time, right? Before she had a sleep schedule. And so once she would go to bed, it like took a while. It took way too long for me to figure out how to like do things just for myself. So I would just sit there and be like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with myself. It's so weird to have free time when you haven't had free time. Yeah, it was weird. And even now I think to myself, like, I don't appreciate the amount of time that I have. You know, I don't like put it to good use. But I've started acknowledging the fact that I can't leave things. Streams are different. I can't leave things like dishes for the evening. I can't say to myself, once she's in bed, I'm going to do all the dishes. I won't. Because the second she's in bed, if I don't have a stream to do, I'm like, oh. You know, like, oh God, the weight of the day. Because in some ways, Clark has gotten much easier to watch. And in other ways, she's gotten a lot harder to watch. She runs everywhere. She like wants to touch everything. She wants to pick everything up. She wants to break everything. She wants to put everything back together. She like wants to see my phone. Why can't she see my phone? I'm gonna throw a tantrum. I would really like to see your phone. Right? Like there's just like, it's just so much. And she's amazing and I love it and I wouldn't give it up for anything. But I've realized that at the end of the day, if I don't have a stream to do, I'm just like, I don't want to do anything. I don't want to do anything. Like I'm done. I'm not going to do those dishes. Like, why am I fooling myself? I'm not going to do those dishes. Yeah. I'm just glad that so many people like hearing what raising a kid has been like for me. For some of you guys, that's like, I feel that. I remember that stage with my kids. And for some of you guys, it's, oh, I'm planning on having kids one day. So it's good to hear all of this. And for some of you, it's, I'm never going to have a fucking child, but it's still interesting, you know? Make Sam do the dishes. Sam is laundry duty. Laundry is all Sam. I don't mind doing dishes. I know a lot of people who really fucking hate doing dishes. I don't mind them. I can zone out and just do the dishes and it's not a big deal for me. So I do dishes. Sam does laundry because I can't fucking reach into the washing machine to put them in the dryer anyway. I have to get out my fucking step stool to even empty the goddamn thing. So It just all makes sense, you know? I feel that. Yeah. I have a couple step stools. But you know, I'd just rather not. Do you think Clark will be real tall or real small? Um, she currently has kind of long legs. Not that that means anything. I have no idea. She might just be like bang average. She'll be taller than me. I'm gonna guess that. She'll be taller than me. She's gonna be Strippin's height. God, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. I would love that. I want all my kids to just be giants. Did you always have your ear pierced there? This piercing? I've had this for 3 years? Question mark? Something like that. Oh my God. Did I tell you guys the other day somebody saw this tattoo and they were like, what the fuck? When did you get that? Have you always had that? Am I losing my mind? And I was like, oh, I got it like a few months ago. Actually, now I guess it would be. No, it wasn't a year ago. It wasn't a year ago. How long ago was it? December? Is that when I got it? Or January? January, I think. January? February? I got it earlier this year. January? Okay. Yeah, they were like, have you always had, what the fuck? Am I losing my mind? Like, how long have you had that? I have seen the inked video, yeah. I'm folding laundry to this Twitch stream as we speak. Nice. Sweet dab, thank you. Okay, it's 11 o'clock. Let's take a little break. If you need to pee or take your pills or stretch or whatever. And when we come back, we'll play something. I'm not sure what yet. I haven't really thought about it. I didn't plan on chatting this long, but you know, whatever. We do what we want here. So, yeah, see you in just a sec, guys. Enjoy the music.